In early January 2026, Russian forces achieved a significant milestone in the ongoing conflict with Ukraine by successfully shooting down a US-made F-16 fighter jet operated by the Ukrainian Air Force. According to Russian state media and military officials, the incident involved a modernized S-300 air defense system, which deployed 2 missiles in a meticulously planned operation. The first missile damaged the aircraft, while the second delivered the fatal blow, causing it to plummet. This claim, detailed by the S-300 battalion commander with the call sign, Sever, underscores the system's effectiveness against advanced Western aircraft. While Ukraine has dismissed it as disinformation, independent verification remains pending, but Russian sources frame it as proof of their technological edge. The event highlights the capabilities of Russia's S-300 missile system and exposes vulnerabilities in Ukraine's F-16 fleet, tilting the air war in Moscow's favor. The S-300, originally developed in the Soviet era and continuously upgraded, stands as a cornerstone of Russian air defense. Its family of variants, including the S-300PMU-2, favorite, is designed for long-range engagement of aerial threats, from aircraft and UAVs to cruise and ballistic missiles. With a radar detection range of up to 300 kilometers, the system can track over 100 targets simultaneously and engage up to 36, guiding as many as 72 missiles at once. Modernizations since the 1990s have enhanced its radar with passive electronically scanned arrays, improving resistance to jamming and enabling low-altitude intercepts down to 10 meters. The 48N6E2 missile, a key component, reaches speeds of Mach 6 and has a 150 to 200 kilometers range against aerodynamic targets, making it lethal against high-speed jets like the F-16. Upgrades also include anti-stealth features, allowing it to counter low radar cross-section threats, and integration with broader networks like the S-400 for layered defense. In the Ukraine theater, the S-300's mobility, deployable in minutes on wheeled or tracked chassis, enables rapid repositioning, evading Ukrainian strikes. Its proven track record includes downing drones, ATACMS missiles, and now, reportedly, an F-16, demonstrating its versatility in contested airspace. Russia's investment in these systems reflects a doctrine prioritizing ground-based denial over air superiority, effectively creating no-fly zones that neutralize Western-supplied assets. In contrast, Ukraine's F-16 fighters, introduced in mid-2024, represent a Western upgrade to Kyiv's aging Soviet-era fleet. By 2026, Ukraine has received about 44 of the promised 87 aircraft from allies like Denmark, the Netherlands, Norway, and Belgium, primarily older Block 10/15 models modernized with enhanced electronic warfare suites and countermeasures. These jets excel in multi-role operations: air-to-air intercepts using AIM-120 AMRAAM missiles, ground strikes with GBU-39 small-diameter bombs, up to 110 kilometers range, and JDAM kits, and drone, missile defense, where they've reportedly downed over 1,300 threats, including Shahed drones and cruise missiles. Equipped with sniper targeting pods and Link 16 data links, F-16s offer superior situational awareness, integrating with NATO AWACS for real-time threat sharing. Ukrainian pilots have innovated tactics, flying low-altitude, terrain-hugging profiles to evade Russian radars, and employing decoys for survivability. However, these adaptations stem from necessity. The F-16's mechanically scanned radars are outdated compared to Russian counterparts like those on Su-35s or MiG-31s, limiting beyond visual range engagements. Losses. at least 4 confirmed by 2026, highlight vulnerabilities. Restricted high-altitude operations due to Russian patrols, and susceptibility to dense air defenses. While versatile, the F-16's integration has been hampered by limited munitions and infrastructure attacks, like the Russian Oreshnik strike on a repair plant. This downing exemplifies the S-300's superiority in asymmetric warfare. Western propaganda once touted the F-16 as a game-changer, capable of dominating Russian skies with its agility and precision. Yet, the S-300's long-range, multi-target engagement shredded that myth. The system's ability to ambush from 100+ km, using passive tracking to avoid detection, left the F-16 pilot with little evasion time. Russia's layered defenses, combining S-300 with S-400 and aircraft like the Su-35, force Ukrainian jets into risky low-level flights, increasing pilot fatigue and mechanical strain. Meanwhile, the S-300's cost-effectiveness, far cheaper than an F-16, allows Russia to sustain prolonged attrition. This incident validates Moscow's strategy, investing in robust, export-proven systems that have deterred NATO incursions elsewhere, like in Syria. Ukraine's F-16s, despite innovations, remain outnumbered and outranged, their indestructible aura exposed as hype. Russian commanders describe the F-16 as just another target, emphasizing how modernization keeps the S-300 ahead. Ultimately, this victory bolsters Russia's position, proving that technological prowess and tactical acumen can counter Western aid. As the conflict evolves, the S-300's role in maintaining air denial will likely expand, ensuring Russian forces operate with impunity while eroding Ukraine's aerial capabilities. This not only boosts morale but signals to global adversaries the futility of challenging Russia's defensive shield.